Hi, computer science students. I wanted to show you how to add a custom function to your project without adding fundamentally new code. Using the code that you have, like this student has a lot of the right elements, but everything is in the setup function. There are no other functions, and part of the requirements for this project, um, at least one of them, was to have a custom function. So let me set up for a custom function. Uh, and I don't know what I'm going to name it yet. So I'm just going to put this as a placeholder equals function. Okay, so here's the syntax for adding a new function. And I'm going to pull a chunk of code that does one thing. So this chunk of code draws these, I'm going to call them sunflowers. So I'm going to get rid of it there and paste it into this function. And I'm going to I'm going to name this function draw sunflower, plural, because I guess it's more than one. And then where that code was above, I'm now going to call this custom function. So when I run it, nothing's going to change. All the elements are still there. I just replaced where the code was that made the function. I replaced it with a function call and moved that code into the function definition. So I can do that one more time with this code, which is all the I love my house message. So I'm going to delete it. I'm going to create a new custom function. I'm going to call draw message. Paste the code in there. And then where the original code was, I will put a call to the function. And again, nothing changed. So this is, if you can imagine doing this for many of these, the code in setup would become easier to read. Another popular one is this is all related to drawing the house. So let's get rid of that. Our draw house. Inside, and now draw house. So kind of similar to commenting out your code to know what it means. Here's another way that we can kind of function out your code. And now where all this code was, it says draw a house. Okay, so here's the part that draws a house. And if I wanted to explore that more, I could look for my function definition and change it here. So you could do that. You could add tons, unlimited custom functions. And so I just wanted to show you an example of how you can reorganize your code to include custom functions if you were missing that requirement.